All right, welcome back, and I hope everybody is having a great week so far. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Thundercats Ultimates Monkian by Super7. And as usual, please like, subscribe, share, and always leave a comment down below. And always hit that notification bell so you never miss out on anything new that we are putting up. Now that I've gotten all that nonsense out of the way, let's take a look at this guy's accessories. Okay, so starting off, I want to take a look at Monkian's alternate head. So here he is with his angry face, his snarling face, open mouth, whatever you want to say, type of face that Monkian has done in the cartoon. Let me tell you something. Super7 is knocking these out of the park. Look at the detail in this guy's face. On both face sculpts, they are beautifully done. I'm telling you, it looks like they have just been pulled right off the screen of the old cartoon and just slapped right there onto the table. From Mumra to Panthro to Lino and now to Monkian, because those are the only ones that I own. Even Mom Mutt. Let me tell you, look at the detail. I mean, look at the eyes. Let's get a look at that. Nice, very nicely done. Love the way that the silver is painted onto the helmet. The color of the eyes, the mouth, the teeth, the hair, the chin straps for the helmet, the ears, nice texture on the hair. Well done, very well done. Next we have Monkian's shield. And this is a really cool throwback from the TV show because I remember Monkian using this shield a couple of times, and out of the monkey's mouth, or Monkian's head sculpt on this shield, it would actually shoot like fireballs or blasts out of the mouth. So that's really cool. Really cool. Really cool that they threw this in there. I love the way that they did the gold-plated head on here, along with the nice brown and the studs going around the actual shield, along with the black on the inside. And then same thing on the back on the inside of the shield. You have the black and then the browns. And then the handle right here for him to hold on to his shield. Very cool nostalgic throwback. I'm telling you, what Brian Flynn and these guys are doing with these figures, it's fabulous. All right, so next we have the blaster that they used in the actual cartoon a few times. I know when they used, what was it, the nose diver? Is that what those things that you used to write on, they were called the nose divers? If anybody can correct me on that, if I'm wrong, please leave it in the comments down below. But I know they use these blasters in the show. Nope. And this is just casted in just a gray plastic. Nice little detail going across. It's very plain. You got your trigger, you got your handle, got your two spots for the lasers to come out of. Nice. It's just a nice little nostalgic throwback. Next we have Monkian's flail, or known as a morning star. I know that if it was attached, it's not a morning star. It's I can't think of the name of what they actually called that, but when it's on the chain, it's a flail or a morning star. But anyway, moving on, you have your nice little chain that they attach to the actual handle. Nice little silver, some brown, some more silver, and some more browns. And then you actually have the actual ball with the spikes on it. Very nice. It's very nice. And I know Monkian used this a few times also. Yeah, it's great. What they're doing is just great with the weapons and the extra little throw-ins. I think Super7 is doing a wonderful job. Okay, so moving on to his hands. Now he comes with 3 sets of hands already. So he has his open kind of come with me or reaching out, gripping type of hands. The 2 closed hands that are on him for holding weaponry, and then you have another set of closed hands that he comes with for holding stuff also. These are just a little bit more closed than these. These are actually a little bit more open. Okay, so now let's get into the meat and potatoes of the actual review itself, and that is Monkian. Now this Super7 character, let me tell you, this is my all-time favorite mutant out of all of them that are made. This guy's my favorite. And here's the alternate head. with the mouth closed. You can still see his teeth. You have his hair coming down, and then with the head on it, you can actually see how it rolls into the hair on his actual shoulders, and the head comes off real easy. It's just on a ball joint, so you just kind of just pop it on there, and it it doesn't feel like it's sitting on there at first because of the hair, but it's there. Once again, beautiful head sculpt, silver, browns, the eyes, the mouth, the chin strap, everything. The detail on this guy is fantastic. So looking at the paint sculpt on this guy, I mean, they did a beautiful job, like all Super 7 figures. I mean, the detail, the look, the paint, you're for the $45 price point that you're paying, you're getting an excellent figure, a beautiful figure, no less. So you have his hair that comes down onto his shoulders. I just want to show this off real quick. So you have the hair that comes off his shoulders, goes down his back. Look at all the detail that's going through all this hair that's on him, on his back. And then the flowing hair on his shoulders, and then underneath his helmet to his chin, the hair on his chest, and his body alone, just his arms, his forearms, and then you have his straps are nicely done. You have a dark brown, light browns, more straps here on his bicep, moving down to his loincloth, which is a soft plastic. You have like a little black belt that goes across, and then the detail, the texture that they put in the actual loincloth itself, very nice. And then running down his leg, he has this it's not tapped into his leg, it's actually tapped into the loincloth, this snap. Nice little detail. And then it runs around down, and it has this like claw on it, and then it comes all the way down and wraps around his ankle. And as you move down, and I know I feel like I'm kind of going all over the place with this guy, but as you move down, the hair comes all the way down to the waist, off the back, which is nice. Comes over the belt. I mean, it's not sloppily. It's not done sloppily. Sloppily? It's not done in a sloppy way. And you got beautiful texture going down the legs as far as his hair. Remember, he is a monkey. He's a mutant monkey. So, yeah. You know, the toes, the claws on his toes. I mean, these just reuse of Mumra's feet. And they're gonna, or Jackalman's feet, whichever that you're gonna, that they used first. So, yeah, I mean, beautiful paint sculpt, just beautiful sculpt all together with this guy. Now let's roll into the articulation. As far as Monkian looking up, he can look up that far because of course he has the hair back here that hinders his movement. He can look down this far. Now be careful because the head will pop off easily. At least on mine it does. It doesn't matter to me. That's just what happens, and I believe that's because of the hair that's causing it to pop off. So you get it on there, and there, yeah, see, you just really gotta kind of, mine's just being difficult. Every time you move it past a certain point, it's popping off that ball joint. So he can look down a little bit. His head can turn side to side a little bit because of, like I said, the hair is stopping the movement. His arms can move out freely, especially with all the hair that's on here. And it's a soft plastic, all this stuff here, so you can move his arms up. And then he has his bicep swivel. His arm will not move all the way around because of this here. So this actually gets in the way. Okay, my head keeps popping off. All right, so then you have his bicep swivel, then you have his single jointed elbow, and then you have his wrist swivel and his wrist articulation, which goes side to side. Moving down to the torso here, you have a waist swivel, and then you have his ab crunch. And there goes his head again. Excuse me. His ab crunch, you can see it's only going to move that far, and then moving backwards, it's only going to move that far. I'm not going to force it because this is a standard. This is just Super 7 articulation, and that's fine because these guys are just so greatly articulated. I mean, not articulated, but the look on these guys are just fabulous. So the detail, that's what I'm trying to get to. But as far as the articulation, I mean, it's just standard Super 7 articulation. Can he do the splits? Well, his legs can move out that far. So that's actually really good. And then he has an upper thigh swivel, single jointed knee, and then he has a swivel at the knee, which is really nice. And then he has his ankle pivot. He doesn't have really an ankle articulate. Well, he has his ankle pivot, which is his articulation, and then his foot can move back that far and it can move forward that far. As far as having it doesn't turn or anything like that. You just have the pivot. So that is, yeah, that is the articulation for this guy. So let me get him set, and then I'll put him in a couple poses, which isn't going to be much. I'm just going to put a couple things on his alternate head and do some comparisons and end the video. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that little bit of posing that I just did. And I just want to say one thing. When I was posing him, I found that this hand and this hand actually have a vertical joint to where they move up and down. All the other ones move side to side. All right, so I just figured I would throw that little thing in there since I found that out, as far as with the wrist articulation on the one set of hands that actually have the vertical joint on them. Guys, listen, I have to say, this guy here is beautiful. Super 7 has knocked it out of the park again with Monkian, my favorite mutant out of all mutants. Monkian is my all-time favorite. Not Jackal Man, not Slythe, not Vulture Man, not the Lunatacs. I mean, they're all cool, don't get me wrong, I like them, but Monkian has always been my favorite. Let me tell you something, he is not only just, you know, a brainless ape-like mutant creature, because he's not. He's actually a great warrior. And I know that in the beginning of the Thundercats, it shows the mutants being these great, terrible warriors, and then all of a sudden they turn them into big old sissies. I mean, they weren't even afraid of Mumra. Jackalman, Slythe, and Monkian, they weren't afraid of Mumra. They actually made fun of Mumra because he failed the first time he went up against Lino. And they knew it. And then you know, however they wrote it afterwards is how they wrote the story afterwards. But anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's get into some comparisons. I only have a few things out, so let's do some comparisons with this guy, and let's end the review. Here's how he compares to Mutt. And here's how he compares to Super 7's Mumra, the ever-living. And here's how he compares to NECA's ultimate Pinhead. We have such sights to show you. Cats don't always land on their... Alright, so this is my review on Super 7's Ultimates Monkian. Thundercats Ultimates. I know I said that completely wrong, but oh well, it is what it is. Listen guys, if this is a figure for you, definitely pick him up. If Monkian is your favorite, even if he's not, and you just want to add him to your collection because you want to have just a mutant giant monkey ape man looking creature on your shelf, by all means, it's well worth it. The articulation, with most Super 7 figures, you don't get a lot of articulation, but what you're getting for the price, you're getting a beautiful figure. Now I have to say, a lot of people are giving Brian Flynn a bunch of flack of whatever. Hey guys, you know what? You guys are all giving a bunch of flack to this guy who's trying to get this toy line out and everything else. You try making it. You try making them look this good. And if you want more points of articulation on them, well, you know, you might get them to look this good and you might get more points of articulation. You're also going to pay more money. And maybe that's not the case. It's just a simple fact that this is a nostalgic throwback to anybody who's a Thundercats fan or Transformers fan or G.I. Joe fan, that Super 7 has actually taken the time to make those figures, Ninja Turtles, all that stuff. So you get what you get with these figures. It's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. These are figures that are very nicely done. Let me tell you something. When it comes to paying the money that you pay for a Super 7 figure or paying for a McFarlane DC Universe figure, I'd rather pay the money for the Super 7 figure because I get better sculpt, better movement, better paint, everything. And I'm not knocking Todd, that's what I'm using as a comparison. So anyway, let me move on. Let's end this review because my time is up. So which therefore, guys, please, once again, like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment down below and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on anything new that I'm putting up. Plus, thank you to all new subscribers and existing ones. I appreciate it, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. Let's push to get this channel up to at least, 10,000, 10,000 followers. That would be awesome if we could, or get close to. But for the ones I have, hey man, I appreciate you guys all taking out the time. And the ones that aren't subscribers yet that are watching this content, thank you also, man. Thank you. But subscribe also, so that way I can keep doing this kind of stuff and keep bringing you guys such great videos. With that being said, guys, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will catch you all on the flippity flip.